General Hospital spoilers for Wednesday, May 20 are absolutely exploding with betrayal, cover-ups, and one terrifying setup that nobody sees coming until it's already too late. And honestly, guys, if even half of these theories turn out to be true, Port Charles is about to become a complete war zone. The biggest shock? Dante may no longer be the hero in this story. He may officially become the dirty cop everyone feared he'd turn into. And the scary part? Joe knows it. So here's where everything starts falling apart. Joe becomes obsessed with this new investigation surrounding the attack on Cullum. At first, it sounds like a normal case. Another suspect, another shooting, another mess for the PCPD. But no, this thing goes way deeper than anybody realizes. Because Dante already knows the truth. Rocco was the one who shot Cullum, and Dante is hiding it. You can already feel the tension building. Because Dante isn't just protecting his son emotionally anymore, he's actively covering up a crime. That changes everything. If Joe uncovers proof that Dante buried evidence or manipulated the investigation, Dante's badge means nothing. In 1 second, he goes from respected commissioner to corrupt cop facing prison time. And if you ask me, Joe isn't investigating this case out of justice. Not even close. This feels personal, calculated. Almost like Joe has been waiting for the perfect moment to destroy Dante from the inside. What makes this even darker is the growing suspicion that Joe is secretly connected to Sidwell. Suddenly, Cullum arriving in town to target Dante doesn't feel random anymore. It feels orchestrated. Like Dante was marked long before the shooting ever happened. And now Joe may try to finish the job legally. Honestly, I would not be shocked if Joe's real goal is taking Dante's commissioner seat after sending him straight to prison. The man is moving way too aggressively for this to just be about doing his job. But that's only the beginning of the chaos. Because while Dante's life is collapsing, Valentine may be quietly preparing to disappear. After the explosive argument with Carly, Valentine apparently wants out of her house immediately. On the surface, it looks like anger, pride, another emotional blow-up. But I don't think that's the real reason at all. I think Valentine is terrified of dragging Carly down with him. Because Brennan waking up changes everything. The second Brennan opens his eyes, Valentine knows the orders will come instantly. Arrest him. Hunt him. End this once and for all. And Valentine isn't the only one panicking. Nina is in serious trouble too. Let's not forget she was the one who shoved that syringe into Brennan. Sure, she may claim it was an accident. She may cry. She may insist she never meant to hurt him. But come on, who's actually going to believe that story now? Especially Brennan. The moment he remembers what happened, Nina could become enemy number one. And the terrifying part is that Brennan waking up could expose multiple people at once. Valentine, Nina, maybe even Carly, depending on what she knew and when she knew it. One hospital recovery could destroy half the town. But somehow, the situation with Anna might be even more disturbing. Emma and Gio just received devastating updates about Anna's condition, and nothing about it sounds normal anymore. The paranoia is supposedly getting worse. Security has increased. Anna has reportedly been moved somewhere more controlled because she's becoming dangerous. Guys, that explanation feels fake. Emma immediately senses something is wrong, and honestly, she may be the only person asking the right questions right now. She believes Anna is being treated like a prisoner, not a patient. And Gio tries to calm her down. That's the heartbreaking part. because Gio has no idea Emma may actually be right. There's growing speculation that Anna isn't unstable at all. What if Anna became too aware, too alert? What if she started remembering things she was never supposed to remember? That changes the whole story. Suddenly, Cullum secretly transferring Anna somewhere else starts looking less like medical care and more like a cover-up operation. And here's where things get really insane. There are theories that Anna may be transferred to the exact same location where Jason is being held. Think about that for a second. Jason and Anna trapped in the same hidden facility? That sounds less like coincidence and more like the setup for one massive rescue mission later on. And if that happens, Port Charles better brace itself because Jason escaping with Anna beside him could expose every secret Sidwell has been trying to bury. But before anybody gets rescued, another disaster explodes. Curtis gets arrested, not questioned, not detained for 5 minutes, actually arrested and interrogated. And Jordan showing up to visit him may become one of the most emotional moments of the entire episode. Because while Curtis is trapped behind bars, Jordan delivers devastating news. Portia may already be in labor. That timing is brutal. You can just picture Curtis losing it emotionally. Angry, desperate, completely helpless, knowing Portia could be giving birth while he sits in a cell, unable to protect his family or even hold her hand. And sadly, things spiral even further once Isaiah gets rushed into another medical unit for emergency treatment. Apparently, his arm injury is serious. Serious enough that he may not be able to perform surgery at all for the foreseeable future. And Isaiah is furious, not sad, not defeated, furious. He reportedly lashes out and declares Curtis will pay for everything that happened. That statement alone changes the energy completely because now Curtis isn't just fighting legal trouble, he may have made a dangerous enemy inside the hospital itself. But wait, because the most terrifying setup of the episode might belong to Danny and Charlotte. These two are walking directly into a nightmare without even realizing it. Still innocent, still trusting, still believing adults are there to help them. That's exactly why Cullum becomes so dangerous here. Danny and Charlotte may randomly encounter Cullum while trying to find directions to Windermere. And the creepiest part? Cullum helps them. Calmly, politely, almost too politely. He points them toward Windermere like some harmless stranger just being helpful. But behind their backs, he secretly contacts Sidwell. That's the twist that gave me chills. Because Danny and Charlotte don't understand. They've basically been marked as intruders before they even arrive. Sidwell's people could already be preparing an ambush while those kids innocently head straight into danger. And if this turns into a trap at Windermere, things could get catastrophic fast. Especially once Rocco hears about it. Because Rocco reportedly learns Danny and Charlotte are heading there and suddenly panic kicks in. He may try chasing after them to stop them before it's too late. But here's the problem. Rocco may already be running out of time. And after everything with Cullum, after the shooting, after Dante covering for him, imagine the guilt if something happens to Danny or Charlotte too. That could completely destroy him emotionally. Honestly, Wednesday's episode feels less like a normal soap episode and more like the beginning of a massive collapse. Every storyline is connected now. Joe hunting Dante, Valentine preparing to run, Anna disappearing, and Curtis trapped, Danny and Charlotte heading into danger, and somewhere behind all of it, Sidwell keeps pulling strings from the shadows. But the scariest question is this. What happens when the truth finally comes out about Rocco? Because once Joel gets proof, Dante may lose everything at once. His badge, his freedom, his son, and maybe even the last bit of trust anybody still has in him. And if Dante falls, who's next?